Look at your hands. Look at the room you're sitting in. Look at the life you've built. Now, I want you to ask yourself a question that most people are too terrified to whisper. Is this it? Is this the sum total of your potential? Is this the masterpiece you promised your younger self you would paint? Because if you are sitting here, listening to this, and there is a dull ache in your chest, a friction between who you are and who you know you should be, then we have work to do. But before we build the monument, we have to burn the shack. The illusion of someday. The most dangerous word in the human language is someday. Someday I'll start the business. Someday I'll get in shape. Someday I'll forgive. Someday is a graveyard where dreams go to rot. It is a psychological sedative that allows you to feel the comfort of progress without actually moving an inch. We are addicted to the feeling of being motivated, but we are allergic to the process of being disciplined. You watch a video like this, your dopamine spikes, you feel like a giant, and then you go back to the same coffee, the same commute, the same toxic friends, and the same lazy habits. You are trying to build a skyscraper on a foundation of wet sand. The decision true change doesn't happen when you try. It happens when you are disgusted. It happens when the pain of staying the same finally exceeds the pain of changing. I want you to get angry, not at the world, not at your boss, and not at your ex. Get angry at your own complacency. Get angry at the fact that you've allowed good enough to be your standard. The biology of fear. Your brain is not designed to make you happy. It is designed to keep you alive. It is a survival machine honed over millions of years to seek comfort and avoid risk. Every time you try to do something great, every time you try to step out of the herd, your brain screams danger. You call it procrastination. I call it cowardice disguised as logic. You tell yourself you're waiting for the right time. There is no right time. There is only now and never. You must learn to override the lizard brain. You must become the programmer, not the program. The 24-hour blueprint success is not a grand event. It is a series of boring, repetitive, mundane wins. What time did you wake up? What was the first thing you put in your body? Did you move your muscles? Did you feed your mind? Or did you scroll through the highlight reels of people you don't even like? If you cannot master your first hour, you will never master your life. You are the CEO of You, Inc. If you looked at your daily habits as a business balance sheet, would you invest in yourself, or would you see a company heading for bankruptcy? The power of no. To say yes to your greatness, you must say no to 1,000 distractions. You must say no to the happy hours that lead to nowhere. You must say no to the urgent emails that aren't important. You must say no to the people who want to keep you small because your growth makes them feel insecure. Isolation is the price of greatness. Every king, every athlete, every visionary spent a season in the dark, working while no one was watching, so they could shine while everyone was looking.
Reframing the fall. Society has taught you to fear failure. You've been conditioned to think that a no or a mistake is the end of the road. That is a lie. Failure is the data you need to succeed. Consider the mathematical reality of growth. Success is proportional to 1 over fear times hesitation. The more you hesitate, the less you achieve. If you aren't failing at least once a week, you aren't playing a big enough game. You are playing it safe, and playing it safe is the riskiest thing you can do in a world that is constantly changing. The momentum principle. The hardest part of any journey is the first 10%. Think of a rocket ship. It uses 80% of its fuel just to get off the launch pad and break the pull of gravity. Once it's in orbit, it requires almost nothing to keep moving. You are in the launch pad phase. It's heavy, it's loud, it's exhausting, and most people quit here because they think the whole journey will be this hard. It won't. but you have to stay in the fire long enough to turn the coal into a diamond. Suffering with purpose. There are two types of pain in this world, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons. You choose your burden. You can suffer now through the sweat, the early mornings, and the rejection, or you can suffer later when you're 80 years old, looking back at a life full of I should haves. Which pain is more tolerable to you? The legacy vision. One day, your name will be spoken for the last time. Your life is a brief flash of light between two eternal darknesses. What will you do with your flash? Will you leave a trail? Will you build something that outlasts your heartbeat? Whether it's a business, a family, a work of art, or a standard of character, leave the world better than you found it. The call to action. Stop looking for a sign. This video is the sign. Stop asking for permission. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you a map. You have to draw it yourself with your own blood and sweat. I want you to stand up. I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to feel the power in your lungs. You are a miracle of biology and spirit. You have the hardware to change the world. All you need is the software of will. The closing statement. Go out there and prove everyone wrong. Prove the doubters wrong. Prove the system wrong. But most importantly, prove the old you wrong. The world doesn't need more followers. The world needs you to be exactly who you were born to be. The architect is here. Now, start building.